Mr. Grant, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and why we're here in divorce court today?
We're here today because my wife has been mad at me for the past 10 years about getting her and her friend pregnant at the same time.
Well, now, I would say that would honk most women off. They would get angry. Mrs. Grant, what happened? Did he really get you and your friend pregnant at the same time?
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, I don't know. I'm about 5 months pregnant, and I get a phone call, and she tells me that she's pregnant by my kid's father. And at this time, I asked him, and he tells me no. And so I believed it. And
you stayed with it?
Stayed with him.
Did you get rid of the girlfriend?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Now, Mr. Grant, what was on your mind?
I don't know. I wasn't thinking at the time.
Uh-huh.
Because I didn't think, I've never slept with a person one time and had a child.
Right.
I know it only takes one time.
The stage is set. Mr. Grant openly admits he impregnated his wife and her friend simultaneously. Not surprisingly, Mrs. Grant's been furious for a decade. Men, if you cheat with your partner's closest allies, expect long-lasting trust issues and plenty of conflict. Let's read a viewer's reaction to this bombshell.
See, a man can be wrong and just own it. A woman would be blaming, talking around the question. Lol.
This commenter suggests men, at least, can admit fault plainly. But let's be fair, many men deflect too. In this scenario, Mr. Grant is finally saying, I messed up. But after a decade, that's minimal consolation. Men, if you do major damage, a simple confession might not fix it. Only consistent effort and humility can.
Good enough. Mrs. Grant, why don't you tell me about your relationship? Where did it start to go wrong, other than the fact that, you and your friend were pregnant at the same time by him?
Well, I believe it was even before that. Me and Mr. Grant started dating when I was just turning 18. Maybe 2 years into the dating, I discovered that his cousin was the one that murdered my father. And so at that time, we had to deal with that issue. We got beyond that, and then it came into the infidelity. And
how did your family respond to the fact that you wanted to stay with the guy? Now, I assume he went to jail.
Yes.
Is he out?
Yes.
Do you see him?
Yes.
How do you deal with that, and how does your family respond to the fact that you remain in a family with a guy that killed your father?
At first they were a little bad, but they've gotten over it.
Have you?
Yes. I've learned to forgive them. I mean, I've done things to people and they've had to forgive me. And I just felt that was something that I had to do with myself.
And you?
A jaw-dropping second reveal. His cousin killed her father. She's forgiven them both. That's next-level mercy. Gentlemen, forgiveness is powerful, but you can't exploit it. If your partner's this forgiving, it doesn't give you a pass to keep hurting them. Let's see another comment.
As women, we have to take accountability. She knew he was a dog when he sexed her friend. She stayed. There are deal breakers.
This viewer highlights an important point. Mrs. Grant saw major red flags, fathering a child with her friend, yet she stayed. That's her choice. But men, if a woman forgives you, don't assume it's a free pass to slack on self-improvement. She might just have a high threshold for pain, but eventually, enough is enough.
The past year or so, my wife has a thing of emasculating me, telling me I'm not the man, I'm not this, I don't do this, I'm not
what kind of things does she want you to do in order to be a man?
She wants me to be more aggressive with the children, more disciplinary with the children, and I understand that. I could do that a little bit more. She wants me to be more talkative with her, understand I could do that more. It's just the little things.
Now, Mr. Grant, you're smiling, so I know you see it because you're an intelligent guy. I'm talking to you. I know you got some sense. So as you're rattling off all of these things, she's dissatisfied and acknowledging that, in fact, you need to do better. You do see why she's bothering you.
Yes, I do.
You get that?
Yes.
And I know this is a deep concept, and I know it's hard to work with. I get a lot of men in here come in and saying, she keeps saying this, 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 this. And my response is this. If she says it once and then you go on and do it, she won't have an opportunity to say it again and again and again.
Understandable.
So what does he fail to do?
For example, right now, I'm the one working.
Right.
But my attitude is if I'm working, you're at home, that means that you can take something out for dinner. You can make sure the children are getting their homework done, making sure the chores are being done. So when I come in and then I still see stuff that was there Tuesday and here it is Friday, I have a problem with that.
Now we see the day-to-day frustrations. He's at home, she's earning the paycheck, but chores and kids' homework remain undone. Men, if you're not the primary breadwinner, that's fine. Just handle your share at home. Let's see another viewer's opinion.
Wait a damn second. She cool with someone that killed her father. Yo, she is different. I could never.
She's indeed different. Her capacity to forgive is extraordinary. But men, being different is no excuse to keep pushing boundaries. If a partner forgives you for huge transgressions, like a friend pregnancy or a killer cousin, recognize that's a big emotional load to carry. Don't add housework failures or petty issues to that burden.
His cousin did what? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Why would she even consider staying with him?
This user is stunned she stayed. Maybe love or a unique sense of loyalty or an unusual approach to forgiveness. But men, if you're in a situation with major emotional baggage, like a family member killing your partner's parent, understand your spouse might be under immense stress. You have to rise to the challenge, not ignore it.
Tell me about the lawnmower.
Well, we had got into it one day. I'm at home. I got tired of it. I was ready to leave. So I called one of my buddies. Hey, come pick me up. So I get ready to leave. I hear noise behind me. I turn around. It's a lawnmower coming at me and my friend. So I jump out the way. The lawnmower shoots past us and hit his van and dents his vehicle.
So she turned the lawnmower on.
No, it wasn't on. She just shoved it.
She just shoved the entire lawnmower. Ms.
Yes.
Grant, what happened? And did you send the lawnmower in his direction?
Yes.
It escalates. She literally shoved a lawnmower at him out of anger. Men, if the relationship reaches this point, you're dealing with built-up rage and possibly your own repeated mistakes fueling it. Violence is never the answer, but ignoring your partner's frustration can lead to explosive outbursts. Another viewer weighs in.
I've done things to people, and they had to forgive me. She is too good for him.
This parallels Mrs. Grant's own statement. She's used to forgiving and being forgiven. The viewer believes she's too good for him, implying he's not stepping up to her level. Men, if you suspect your partner is too good for you, don't mope. Level up. Show maturity, consistency, emotional support, and reliability. At the heart of this saga are essential lessons for men. First, cheating with your partner's friend, that's a nuclear-level betrayal. It's not just about sexual infidelity, but the ultimate violation of trust within your partner's inner circle. Second, if there's an extreme tragedy, like your cousin killing her father, that's another layer of tension you must handle with empathy and extraordinary sensitivity.